One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Boston College Eagles offense will have the opening possession of the game. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on, they punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Offense gets set for second down.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
Now the play fake. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. Let's take an overall view of Boston College. Biggest problem for schools that aren't the traditional powerhouses, getting the bodies they need, especially on the defensive front. And, David, they got a good one out of high school last week.
It's so nice to get a three-star defensive lineman. A guy like that's got some size, that's got some potential. Again, you want to rotate those guys as much as possible, keep them fresh. This guy could be a player down the road.
And it's on third downs like this, if you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
The Golden Eagles want to move quickly.
And nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. You could see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
Dropping back, it's Clements. Fires to the middle. Got his man downfield. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. Keeping it on the ground with the running back.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
Quarterback floating away from pressure. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And you race it to the house. Touchdown, Eagles.
Well, you know this offensive coordinator scripts his opening 10, 15 plays, and he didn't even need that. They went 9 plays and scored a touchdown. Everything working perfectly. They look like a well-oiled machine early in this game offensively.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Hokies offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And, David, they've got a guy in the backfield that certainly is capable of carrying more than his share of the weight in this offensive attack.
Yeah, he's a piece, but I would argue this, Reese. Like, you need to get the ground game going. For this offense to be successful, they need a physical tone setter, and he can be that, sometimes up, sometimes down. They need that consistently, Jesse.
They need him to show up when it matters the most, and there's going to be times in this game like we've seen throughout his career when the defense wants to take away wide receivers or players on the perimeter, and that's when this guy has to show up and shine. He's got vision, he's got cutting ability, he's got speed, but that's got to be on display in this game.
The Hokies come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Shotgun snap on 3rd down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Hooks. Fights off a defender. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
And the Hokies have this offense rolling. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Woodside. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. The Hokies come to the line in the hurry-up. The give from the gun. A most efficient pickup of 6 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 4. Offense lining up quickly.
Love the push by the offensive line on that RPO play. Look how they just work the single teams and the double teams. You see linemen chipping off of their guys and climbing into the 2nd level and getting a hat on the linebacker. That's why those types of plays are successful.
And the Hokies back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Gonna run it. It's Hendricks. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. The give out of the gun. Shakes off the defender. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there.
1st and goal, Virginia Tech.
On 1st and goal, they have a chance to answer with a score of their own. They'll try to get it in with the run. And they just tried to slam it in from the doorstep, but they went nowhere, and it'll be marked down at the 1.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. You know what? Methuselah lived 969 years. He was born and died in the amount of time it took them to walk it down the field and score that touchdown.
That's just so frustrating. Play after play after play. You line up, you try to do your assignment, and you fail, and they cap it off with a touchdown? Oh, Methuselah.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. BC has it back, and the Eagle offense returns to the field. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. The give to the back. Runs through the tackle. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
They feed him again. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
And these short yardage situations, it all comes down to the up front. Like, who can win the battle up front? Can you get a hat on the hat? And they do. This offensive line, they get on the D-line, they create just enough space, understand short yard situation, fall forward, and get a 1st down.
Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Makes the grab almost to the 1st down marker, but a good pickup on that one. Jet sweep to the receiver. And this defense has its work cut out to get this dude on the ground. He was serious tackles on his way to picking up the 1st. The coach wants the officials to have another look at the monitor using a timeout here, thinks the call is going to end up going his way. The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied and the timeout is gone. BC back to work after picking up the first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Here's a heat. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Golden Eagles now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Trying play action. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
And I'd be worried right now if I were this head coach. I've already had my starting quarterback knocked out of the game. I'm watching my backup quarterback now get ragdolled around as well. What can we do to protect him and give ourselves a chance to win this game?
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. It's third and long. Let's see if he's got enough juice in that arm. Entertaining first quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. Boston College will send out the punt team. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
Wants to fire on second down. Snagged in the middle. It's Hooks. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. The Hokies want to pick up the tempo. Muscling ahead on third and short. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up fourth down. Oh, man, this could have disaster written all over it. Going for it inside their own 40. On fourth down, looking for the completion. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. Fourth down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it. But when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
It's first and 10 for this offense from the 42. Give to the running back. Oh, he's got some space. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Hokies are rolling down the field. They'll move the tight end. The RPO, fire complete to the left. Tempo and overdrive.
Picks up 6. Brings up second down.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Rushes on him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
From this spot on the field, that would be a 53-yard field goal, but they'll leave the offense out there and try to pick up the first on 4th down. Snap in the shotgun. Knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. The Hokies come to the line with a new set of downs. Here comes the heat. And he was drilled just as he released. Pass, it's incomplete.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
To the ground with the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Nice job by the defense, just being very sound, understanding what they were seeing, and going and getting it. A lot of times these running backs force missed tackles and make you miss and make big plays. This defense did a good job of not letting that happen.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Buying some time. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. The #1 job is to protect your quarterback, and they weren't able to do it long enough that time.
This offensive line, Reese, they've got to do a better job communicating pre-snap and try and figure out which people on defense are going to be rushing the passer. Right now, this offense just looks confused up front.
They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And the Hokies will try to pin them back with the punt. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And the return man will have no chance as the ball sails out of bounds. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out.
On the ready.
Looking for a gap. It's Ellington. Just wanted to find a little space to run and ekes out some to get it up to the 21. Boston College right back to the line. The give to the back. There he goes. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Got a man, it's Ellington. Good pickup, but a little bit short of the sticks. The Golden Eagles can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Missed his receiver there, it's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Under fire. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. Boston College lining up to punt this one away. He'll try to really get into this one. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
The give to the tailback. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half. The Hokies come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. On 3rd and short, the run and looking for the first down. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
And they may have caught the defense napping there a little bit, David, maybe expecting pass on that 3rd down, but because of the back's effort now, fresh set of downs.
And it's so nice to have a guy that you can give the football on these 3rd down situations and feel confident you're going to continue to move the sticks.
Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. They've been running it, but now the pass. Picked off! What a play by this defense! And they'll get him down after a solid...
What a great moment for that young man right there. That's his first career interception in college football. He's a guy that's worked so hard. He wanted to make an impact for his defense this year and comes up with a massive play right there.
They'll crank up this drive with the pass. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
I know the offense came into this game expecting to have some success throwing the football, and right after getting a takeaway right outside of the red zone, they try to do just that. The one-on-one matchups are going to be there in this game. That time, though, the defense did a better job making a play, forcing the incompletion.
And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Field goal is... With that field goal, they now have the lead. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned. If we're a little bit down, listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here.
It's a seam wide open. A big play gets it into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 44.
Who needs a 2-minute offense? When you're this explosive, this offense creates the big play, completely flips the field position right away, now in a position to go ahead and score points before the half.
That last play is the kind of thing the offense can really build some momentum on, and now they've got it 1st and 10 outside the 40. Finds his man down the middle. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Wants to throw, they'll have to be efficient against the clock. Makes the grab over the middle. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Wants to go up top on first down. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
Well, they're trying to get the big fella the football in the passing game, but they haven't been able to do that yet. He is a really nice target with his size and his athleticism, but him and the QB, they just don't seem to be on the same page right now.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. Turning it on! He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play.
And that's a missed opportunity by the defense, because if this quarterback is going to decide to run the ball, you have got to make him pay. You at least have to hit him and put him on the ground. I know they didn't give up a big, long, explosive run, but you got to get shots on this guy when you can. That time, they let him get out of bounds.
And he knocks another one through. And how about this kicker? Good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have at the spot? Sometimes you don't know. Can he make those kicks? Starting off, hasn't missed one yet. Been very dependable for this squad.
And the offense will play it safe, take a knee, and head to halftime. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Boston College ready to kick things off and start the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Pulls and throws off the arc. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play.
Not the big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
And the Hokies are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. Oh, that slithered right through his fingers and would have been his second interception of the game. Instead, it's 4th down.
3rd and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
4th down and 4 yards to go. The offense will try to get it. Wide receiver comes in motion. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. Boston College sending the offense back onto the field. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. Looking downfield on 1st down. Trying to set up the screen.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
Pressure coming. The short hands. It's moved. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. Bully ball on 3rd and short. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop.
And stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
4th down and 1, and they'll go for it. Tries to get it on the ground. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
I like it. This defense plays aggressive on 4th and short, and they are rewarded. Figured they would run the football. They did. Nice job getting some penetration and stopping that 4th down play.
They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield. But how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? Wide receiver going in motion. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Hooks. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. The Hokies are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. The offense stays on the field. Maybe they'll try to make the defense jump. They also might try to run it ahead for 1 yard. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Hey, man, 4th and 1 at any part of the field is risky to go for, especially when you're in your own end of the field, but they did. It was a good play call. I like them being aggressive, especially after getting that first down.
Man, they got him down in a hurry. Nice job by the defense. Aggressive attack. Come downhill. Go get the running back. Get him on the ground.
From the shotgun, the inside give. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off. And really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
Finds a spot in the middle. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the first down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set, why aren't you getting past the first down marker? Why did you run your route short? Defense did a good job knowing where that was, but now, 4th down, offense has to make a decision.
Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. And the Hokies look to keep this drive humming.
6 remain.
They'll ride the hot hand. Breaks into the open. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
Well, right away after picking up a first down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back. And I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football.
Deep shot for the end zone. Touchdown, Hokies. And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half.
Man, oh man, it doesn't get easier than that. Look at the receiver. He gets wide open. Where's the defense? Nobody around. Easy pitch, easy catch.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. BC has the ball back, hoping for a party in the mods. They'll go to work, trailing 17-10 and hoping to put together a productive drive. Under fire. Catch in the middle. It's smooth. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33. And the Golden Eagles headed quickly to the line. Tight end in motion. See how the D reacts. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36.
Well, they needed 2 yards to get that first down. That's exactly what they got. Great job of execution.
No secret about it. Just got to be physical, get a hat on a hat, low man wins, all the cliches to get that third down and short.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Virginia Tech is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. So the final period starts with a second down play. Wants to go up top. That's caught. It's moved. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Now facing a third and long. Off the bootleg to buy a little space. Got him downfield. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as he gets him down at the 37. Most important part of a clutch drive. Piece together some first downs. Get in position. And here they are on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Finds his tight end. Out of bounds right at the 20-yard line. Edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on a score.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down. And they are looking to pull even with a touchdown here in the 4th quarter. The snap sets up to throw. Looking to get it in. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Boston College! Looking for the tie with the extra point. And no problem on that extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the 4th. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Navy is currently up big right now in a game they'll be talking about around Annapolis for a long time. They're up 14 over Notre Dame.
Touchdown, Virginia Tech! They've got the lead here in the 4th. That dude ought to have a lethal sticker on his helmet. Anytime he touches it, it can be a score. He touched it, and it was.
No doubt. Unbelievable speed. And if you're back deep for a kickoff, obviously you got those wheels. But to be able to get through, and guess what? No flags. You know it's going to count. Great job by the special teams being special.
BC has it back, and the Eagle offense returns to the field. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Hand off to the lone back. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. Gonna run it. It's Ellington. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Boston College wants to play fast. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Caught in the backfield. It's Ellington. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move. Boston College coming to the line after moving the chains. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
Man, I think this quarterback needs to take his offensive line out for dinners more often because they're not protecting him, and sometimes it doesn't even look like they're trying. That now the 6th sack of the game for this defense.
The Golden Eagles have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Pulls it in. It's moved. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Grab near the marker. It's Ellington. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a 1st down. This Boston College offense has it working. They go to the ground. Inside the 40. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. In search of that tying touchdown. They've moved the chains a couple of times. It's 1st and 10 again. This time, stopped in the backfield and finding the sledding a little tougher than on that last run. Last play didn't go well. It leaves him with 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Fires to the big fella. And they pick up just a few on that completion. They're a perfect 2 for 2 on 3rd down on this drive. They need 8 to move the chains again. From the gun, wants to pass. Going for the big play. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd.
Interesting call here for the head coach, too, because you need a touchdown. Now it's 4th and long. You could kick the field goal and cut into the lead, but depends on how much you trust your defense right now. They may go for this one, guys.
It's good. That'll bring him to within 4.
And I think I understand the thought process of the offense here. You cut into the lead. Now a touchdown wins it. I might have stayed a little bit more aggressive, but they obviously trust their defense, and they're trying to get the football back to this offense and try to make plays late in the 4th quarter.
And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt. Find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute. Build this lead a little bit bigger. Put this thing away in the 4th quarter.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. A little screen to the running back. At the 35, he's got room. And it's a 1st down. They'll mark it at the 44.
And they executed that running back screen to perfection. Quarterback held on to it. He let the rush get to him. Offensive lineman got out and in position, and the running back sold it too. Once he had the ball in his hands, he just had blockers and green field out in front of him. They pick up an explosive play on a running back screen.
And this situation here on 2nd down is the exact situation this offense wanted to stay out of. You got the lead late in the ball game. You want to get positive yards, keep that clock ticking. Now in a situation, it's interesting. Do they want to throw the football? How much do they trust their quarterback not to make a mistake here late in the football game with the lead?
Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. The Hokies will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the punt team able to swing him to the ground. Boston College sending the offense back onto the field. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker who is so important to this team.
Caught in the backfield, it's moved. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Boston College right back to the line. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Quickly to the flat in the wide receiver screen. He ended up going backwards on the play, and they will not convert that 3rd down.
Well, the offense on 3rd down there, they're just trying to spit the ball out quickly and see if they can get a block and get north, but the defense, really nice job getting after the catch, getting a tackle, and now setting up 4th down.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. Down late in a 4-point game, they'll keep the offense on the field on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's taking a deep shot. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the fourth down conversion, moving the chains easily. Last play changed everything on this possession. They've got it 1st and 10 inside the 30. They'll try the run. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And this offense doesn't have very many runs left in them. They try to sneak in the run. Nice job by the defense making the tackle. But they've got to try to maximize their time, maximize their plays to try to get some points on the board.
Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
Well, I understand they're trying to catch the defense off guard by running the football, expecting them to be in some kind of zone coverage, but you're trailing late in the game. You're going to have to throw to win it, and that's what I'd expect them to do on this next play.
Shoots it to the left. Touchdown, Boston College. And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
This is an offense that has so much confidence. They believe they're able to win the game when it matters the most. They've got the playmakers to do it. You saw it on that last touchdown. Now taking the lead with less than 2 minutes to go.
Bringing it back. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Catch in the middle, it's Woodside. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. Give to the back. They get him on the ground at the 36 after a pickup of 5. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Wants to throw on 1st down. Here's a throw downfield late. Makes the catch down the right side. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Out of the gun to give to the back. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. The hurry up now, 2nd down, clock ticking. Motion from the wideout. Handoff from the gun. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
I absolutely hate that play call. At this point of the game, you're trailing, you're trying an outside run. It's a slow developing play, eating up seconds. And if you're going to do that, at least you have to be able to get out of bounds. He wasn't able to do it, and now the clock is ticking and ticking away. That is just not the right play call in this 2-minute situation.
Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds.
It's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
Looking to pass inside the red zone. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over it. Wants to pass, and he's got to make a play. He's going to run it. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit. The timeout stops the clock with 10 seconds to play. And the Hokies come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Looking to throw on 3rd. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. And guys, after that field goal, brand new ball game, all tied up. We'll get it started here in overtime.
3:25.
Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Finds his big tight end. Touchdown, Eagles! They take the lead here in overtime.
It's so nice to have these big playmaking tight ends that are basically oversized receivers. Make a play down the field to him, huge catch radius, makes the play, and then I love the run after the catch. These guys can do this nowadays. He does the rest of the work and gets into the end zone.
All right, guys, so here we go in overtime, and just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And you want to play defense first because you want to know what you need. That's a key philosophical approach for most teams when it comes to overtime.
Yeah, and remember the rule change a couple years ago, too, in the second overtime and 2-point conversion. So all this stuff is situational type football that you better have worked on throughout these weeks of the season.
Makes the grab on the left. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield, and he moves the sticks.
It's a fumble. And the defense jumps on it, and they get the turnover. It's really the most common type of upset we see every year. The home field advantage is so big, and especially when you have a ranked team come to town, they love to play spoiler.
Yes, and what needed to happen happened in this football game. Something good to happen early to get the belief and to get this crowd involved. And when the crowd gets involved,